'cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your back.
It's week 8 of the NFL, and we've got Desmond Ridder. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Falcons and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Young got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Ridder on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Here we go.
Now Ridder to throw on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice
touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, half with career touchdown number 50. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Young will set to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And brought down before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Here's Sanders. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now Young. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ritter throwing on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
Ready.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Ritter. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Option right, Young. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young on 3rd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Ready. Quick, yellow.
Young on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. On 2nd down, Young. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Falcons ready to take over. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 50 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
21. Panthers 7. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Carolina getting set to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And there
he goes, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Young. Another catch from Melton. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here is Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Young's throw pulled in by Melton. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And that's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Marquise Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. The Dolphins trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too. as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. On first down, Ritter. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And got his man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's third and a few inches. Now Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down throw for Young. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Young now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Holding offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Check white. Switch. Yellow. Opposite. Green.
Young off the play fake. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. A.J. Terrell, the one who shot in there to drop the QB.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the carry there. That sets up a long 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Quick slant complete to Melton. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Young. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 12-yard line. Running free at the 45. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Robinson on a give right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now here's Young. He's able to find Melton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Again, it's Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 93 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Coup now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw, Young. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
One last shot for Young. That is caught, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Atlanta, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my soul like Richard Branson? Since the basement making items over seasons with the man in black is season.